Hello and welcome to part 34 of my Let's Play series of videos for Dwarf Fortress. This is Sippy Cup. So, by popular demand, it looks like people want me to do a more challenging Embark. So, I got a lot of requests for things like Embarks with Aquifers, Evil Embarks, Tundra, basically it sounds like people want me to have, a Goblin Moon base Embark. So, I'm going to try to find something that's interesting. I don't know if I want to make it too challenging because, frankly, I don't have confidence in my own ability to stay alive for long enough to make it interesting. But we'll try to make it somewhat challenging. So first thing I'm going to do is point out that I'm using the latest version of the Lazy Noob Pack. It's still Dwarf Fortress version 31.12. But this is actually Lucas UP's Lazy Noob Pack version 4.6, I believe. It's the latest one. The link in the comments should be to the same forum thread. He basically just updates his original post with, change log for whatever the latest version of the Lazy Noob Pack is. So I guess let's get started. Somebody was nice enough to point out to me that when you go through this world generation process, you actually don't need to let it finish. It will go for 1,000 years, but you can actually stop at any time, I guess, by pressing enter. And this person also, I would give him credit if I could remember his name. I'll try to put it in here somewhere later, but he says he usually goes with a world that's maybe 100 to 150 years old. So I guess I'll try letting it not generate for so long next time. So I'll go ahead and create a new world right now, and let's escape, and we'll let it go through this stuff here, and I'll stop it when it's about 150 years in. It's got to get through this initial stuff first. I'm just gonna pause for a sec. Actually, it looks like this is good. So it looks like we have some evil stuff down here. Might be a good start. Alright, why don't we just stop it right now? Okay, so use the world as it currently exists. You can just press U. Or you can continue the generation, or you can just abort. So we'll go ahead and do U for use the world as it currently exists. Alright, so here we go. So this is Anathalathu, the oracular domain. Alright, so let's go ahead and press enter to accept this. It's going to offload these units, whatever that means, and then we'll get kicked back to the main menu where we will start the game. And here we go. So let's start playing Fortress. Alright, so let's try to find something suitably challenging. I saw that there was some evil looking stuff around here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Hopefully it's still around somewhere. What's this, like a mountain goblin fortress here? Probably. Goblins, elves, humans. Let's see, is there somewhere like evil surroundings? I swear I saw it somewhere during generation. Then pause it for a second until I find something good. Alright, this should be pretty interesting. So we've got haunted woodland / beach area here that I think will satisfy people's desires for me to get totally destroyed. So we got 2 layers of aquifer, and it's on the beach, and it's haunted. I don't have very high hopes for this, but I can almost guarantee that it will be fun. So let me go ahead and choose this spot, and we'll proceed to the next step. I think I'll probably have to custom tailor my Embark setup a little bit so that I have at least one dwarf with some kind of functional military skills. That way I won't just be trying to wrestle all of this scary, who knows what, like ghost crabs or something to death. Alright, so let me pause a sec here. Okay, so first order of business, we'll have 2 miners. going to use kind of a modified version of the kind of steel generating starting build here, so I have some kind of stronger tools to begin with. I saw that there was dolomite, so that's good. Hopefully I can get access to some iron ores and things that I can use to produce steel. So okay, so this guy is going to be a proficient miner, and then I'm going to make him weaponsmith with the other points. Then we'll make this guy a miner slash armor smith here. Alright. The next guy will be our mason slash mechanic. Okay, let's see. Obviously I'm running low on points here, so I'll have to go change the items a little bit. So I'm going to remove all of the picks and battle axes, keeping that anvil. We're going to, let's see, get rid of some of this stuff, so I don't need that many quivers. I can get rid of some of this stuff. Cloth and thread, probably keep all that food. Splints and crutches I can get rid of. Actually, there's going to be wood around here, so I'm probably not going to take any. Oops, I want the buckets. Splints and crutches I can get rid of. Okay, so what I do need to add though is some logs to start out with. So let's do like a log. Sure, here. Let's see, oak logs. We'll do about 10 of these. Should be good enough for starters. We're going to take some magnetite, which is an iron ore. We'll take 2 of those. We are going to, oh, and if I haven't already gone over this before, N is what you have to press to add new stuff to your list. So I also want to grab some flex stones, so something like dolomite will work, or I think marble will also work. Sure, we'll take marble. And we'll take 2 of those. And I'm going to pause for a sec. I gotta double check and make sure if there's any other stuff I need to bring. Okay, yeah, theoretically that should be the only changes I need to make, because basically what's going to happen is I'm going to use the logs to build a wood furnace right away, and one of the marble after deconstructing my wagon for some extra wood. I use the wood furnace to make 1 ash, which is also kind of counts as a fire safe stone, and 7 charcoal, I believe. And then I'm going to use that to make some other stuff, which will eventually lead to producing some steel. And there's more to it than that. We'll get there. But let me get back to tricking out the dwarves then. So let's finish this. Okay, so this guy was my mason mechanic. Alright, so the next guy will be my, let's say I'll make him a carpenter slash stone crafter. Okay. The next guy is going to be my woodcutter slash military dwarf guy. So this is going to be my main dude for fighting the hordes of haunted baddies that I'm sure I will run into. So he's got proficient woodcutter. Let's give him a few points in probably axeman, shield user, armor user, and fighter. Should be good. So all he's going to be good for is chopping wood and chopping bad guys. Alright, so what does that leave? I still need to have a food guy, so let's do a grower slash brewer. And then I need my leader type doctor guy, so this guy will be, let's go all the way down to the bottom. We'll give him 1 thing in leader, give him 1 in appraiser, and then we will give him some doctor skills, so wound dresser, and all of these things here. Crutch walker I don't think is very important. Doop, doop, doop. Alright, that should be good. So you see I've still got some points left, so let's go ahead and maybe have some more animals then. Let's take some war dogs, that will be nice to start with. So take 1 of these war dogs, and that one, and then I still got a few points left, so let's take a couple kittens. I'll take a male and female kitten. And there we go. I'm going to save this Embark profile, because I'll probably end up reusing this at some point when completely destroyed by either drowning in the aquifer or, I don't know, killed by haunted bad things. So we'll save this, and I'll call this Steel Starter. We'll save that. Alright, so yeah, I mean, pretty economical use of the points. We've got only 2 points left. What this is going to do is, again, we are not embarking with any tools whatsoever. We're going to make a wooden training axe from a carpenter's workshop to handle the wood cutting tool. And then to make the picks, we have to kind of get through getting all the steel and stuff. It's a little bit iffy whether or not I'll actually make it long enough to even make an axe, because I've got an axe dwarf that is only going to have a wooden training axe. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Alright, so this should be good. I guess we're just going to go ahead and embark then and see how this goes. Let me pause for a sec. Yep, bad news already. Check this out. This place is called Roldithobach. Anguish Pillars. I don't like the sound of that. So, let's see what it looks like. Get this nice black screen. A portent of things to come, I'm sure. Except I expect it to say losing is fun somewhere right about here. And here we are. Alright. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but one of the unique features of the new version, or the newer versions, I should say, of Lazy Noob Pack is that it actually comes packaged with a couple of different tile sets. So there's the famous Mike Mayday tile set, is one of them, and there's also the Iron Hand tile set, which are both very cool. However, I messed around with them a bit, and after using Phoebus, you know, the others are fine. I can't stand looking at anything else because I've just gotten so used to this. So, yep, I'm gonna just keep on using this one. Alright, so let's take a little look around here. First things first, let's see what kind of scary things are around. Okay, good. There's not any like crazy creatures I need to be worried about just yet. So, first thing we're gonna do right off the bat is deconstruct this wagon. So we're gonna remove this building, and we're gonna resume, and they're gonna take this wagon apart so that I can get that sweet wood. Alright, now I need to build a wood furnace. So I need to go furnaces, wood furnace, and we're gonna make a furnace right about here. And we'll use one of these marbles. Now, I need to enable the, I think, furnace operating labor on a dwarf in order for this to get built, and probably architecture as well, yeah. So let me pause for a sec, fire up Dwarf Therapist, and get this set up. Alright, here's my old friend, Dwarf Therapist. So I need to basically enable the architecture, which is also known as architecture or building designing. I'll just go ahead and give it to everyone. Why not? I don't see any reason why everyone shouldn't have some architecture. And then furnace operating. I guess I'll just make this somebody who's not going to be working right away, so the farmer can get it. So I'll give him like wood burning and furnace operating, and that should be good for that. So I'll commit these changes, and then we'll go back to the game. Oops. Alright, so let's unpause. And somebody should come up here and build this furnace. Cool, so there's my furnace. And like I said before, what I'm going to do is add 1 ash and 7 charcoal. So there we go. And I'm just about to run out of time here, so in the next video, stay tuned for more exciting adventures of Anguish Pillars. And thanks for watching.